Hello everybody, it's me Ray-Kon here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And welcome. How you guys? Hope you had a great time. So today I'm just cutting to the chase right now, and we are gonna be doing some Alphard Fantome. So we're gonna be discussing a bit of my ideas of why the new cards and how the deck that I built is gonna be operating today. Let's get started, shall we? So, first off, obviously, Alphard Fantome. His whole playstyle is literally something gets destroyed or my opponent discards a card, and I attack the strongest way possible. It's a one-turn, one-hit kill. I literally spend all my resources in order to be able to end it, and that's basically we're building for that opportune moment. The only way they're able to block this attack is with the Amatera's Sanctity, which is this little piece here that basically goes around my limitation. Either that or they have an overturn for them, which then I can't do nothing with that. So let's look at the new cards, shall we? They're all in the deck, even though I'm very contemplating of like taking one of them out, because I read it and I was like, it's a good card, but it really doesn't need it much for it. So let's start. So first off, we're going to be looking at the grade 1s and then keep going until the grade 2s, because most of them are the grade 2s. First up, Torino Skill Dragon. He reads, when this card is discarded from your hand during your turn, you may put this card into your soul. Sweet. And second skill is Auto Recurve Circle with the unit. Boost a grade 3 greater Vanguard with Alphard in its card, and you may have your Vanguard get drive +1 until the end of that battle. If you do, at the end of that battle, put this unit into your soul. So, this card genuinely solves one of the problems for Alphard, and that is that it does not have all the necessary drive. Yeah, you see, since Alphard is putting so much effort into one attack, you genuinely have to put everything there to make it work. Because, again, there are multiple ways to block this attack. It basically says no sentiment, but the Amateur Sentiment can go around that. But if we don't amass enough power with Alphard, then it also does a whole lot of nothing. So we genuinely need like all the acquisitions we can in order to get that, and being able to get a extra drive, which then aids for soul, is really nice. And also because 2 of the 3 cards that were revealed here that are the cards I want to have in the deck are very nice because they actually aid for the deck in order to be able to operate properly. Like Torino Skill is one of them. By discarding, I can put him into soul, so he aids soul, and he most of the time can give me an extra drive, which helps with my hand and also helps just being a lot more lethal with my drive tracks. Right. Then next card is this one, and this one is the one I have slightly bit of problems with, because it's really good, but it has like a lack of synergy somewhere. So this is Drag Raider BO Stick. He is, when this unit placed on Recurve Circle, choose a Grade 3 Thunder Dragon from your right deck, and you may reveal it. If you reveal the Grade 3 card, or have a Thunder Dragon Vanguard, turn +1 and perform the following. Draw a card, or if it's not the battle phase, choose a Thunder Dragon with grade less equal to your Vanguard wait, Fantome with a different name from that unit, grade less equal to your Vanguard for your job, and call it to the Recurve Circle. Then second skill is Auto Recurve Circle when you attacks. If your Vanguard is greater, perform with the fault. This unit gets 5k power until the end of that battle. If you have a Vanguard with Alphard in this card, then you get 5k power until the end of that battle for each card in your damage zone. So overall, first skill, it's basically either a draw superior call. Most of the time, the skill that you value more is the superior call. So the problem with Alphard is that once you lose these units, you probably won't get them back unless it's one unit. So having a unit that is able to pick up stuff from the drop zone is really, really nice. And the second skill is relatively good. It's similar to the grade 3 support unit that Alphard had since the get-go, which is also a unit that can get itself back into the board and so on and so forth. The problem with this particular unit is a cost for counterblast and what it interrupts for the deck. You see, as Vanguard comes, as the grade 3 Vanguard they're usually running, Alphard's relatively very safe because he doesn't really ask for a lot of resources. All he really needs in order to operate is to have his 2 cards for Soul Blast, and also to have the card you have to bind for the Crimson Moon, and being able to perform the Persona Right. Basically, the only resources you actively need is basically Soul Blast, the Crimson Moon, and then being able to perform the Persona Right. Those are our only win conditions in order to get what we need. So, no counterblast there. But the cards that he's fighting for resource are actually Gamma Rays Dragon, which is our extra attack. This is our resander for the deck, which I hate that we have to have a resander, which it was just a card that can make Alphard stupid big. But it is what it is. But yeah, this unit is a resender and it uses counterblast. But not only that, it also gives us a draw. And it's also one of those units that if my opponent is on grade 3, can become a 10k on its own. If not, it's a 15k base when it's our turn. And yeah, this unit's really good. And paired with our Drag Raider at PC, which also interacts with our restand, it is really, really good. But there's also the fact that in terms of power, it's really good. But compared to Resurgence Dragon, it lacks a lot. You see, the advantage with Resurgence Dragons is not only that he's a grade 3, which is a restriction on his end, meaning we can't really play him onto the board, but he is a unit that every time our Vanguard activates its ability for retiring or making our opponent discard a card, he's able to resurrect himself. And not only that, he's able to do the same effect of being able to, for each card in our damage zone, gain 3k power. Not only that, it's a 10k shield with intercept. Well, it's not an attacker early on like Biosig. Biosig has the advantage that it gives it an early turn to be able to recuperate some of our units and let us set up the board. But partially, in comparison to Resurgence Dragon, it feels sort of like, eh. On the other hand, it's really good because it can give us the cards we need. It lets us pick up all our Fantome units, so basically our entire deck of cards are able to be resurrected because they all count as Fantome. So if we're missing the Tornado Skill Dragon, we can totally get it. If we're missing a Gamma Race, you can totally get it. But the Counterblast is a very big detriment, especially because it's also fighting against Outburst Dragon. Outburst Dragon is our method to not only source our Fantome skill, our Crimson Moons, but also to get our Persona rights. If we do not have this card in our deck, which uses Counterblast and searches out our card, we will be in big trouble. Like, quite literally, our Counterblast is so limited, and we do not have a counter charger. Like, Soul's the least of our trouble, because we have quite a few cards that go to the deck. Literally, the new cards, 2 of the new cards can, by discard, shove themselves into the deck incredibly good. And unless we're willing to throw away the Outburst for the grade 3 generic Moon Searcher, which is Habitable Zone, which can only search for the Crimson Moons, then it's going to be a conflict of interest between these units. Which, honestly speaking, because of the situation what it is, it's very difficult because we need the grade 3 Searcher and we need this. So if we were to go... I nearly had a heart attack. Hello, Lord Gray. How are you, man? Hello, Imagine. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And hello, Momo. Yeah, hello. Yes, Lord Gray hit me with the good old pipe sound effect. And the way he has it raised, it really made my heart jump out of my throat. And made me paralyzed in fear. You may know how to make fucking entrance. You're absolutely right. Oh. I'm totally raising that to at least 20. Jesus Christ. I'm raising it to 5100. It's already at 50. Okay. I don't feel like I can raise it more than that. It's great to hear that you guys are well. Okay, I need a drink. Okay. All I heard was the end of the pipe sound by Ray Sorrow. Yeah. I nearly choked there. I gotta water that cranberry juice down. Okay, I'm a bit better. Okay. Okay, yeah, we got this, we got this. Okay, I'm reading Imagine's request, or at least recommendation, of lowering the grade 3 card. And honestly speaking, I am contemplating it quite a bit. It is not an attack for early turn. I at least want to see it often enough, and it's a 10k shield, so I do want to see it often enough. But if I were to do that... I don't know, man. Because the problem with this deck is that while I do have a good amount of control of cards that can give me an extra drive or give me an extra draw, or so on and so forth, the one thing is I don't have methods to search out my grade 3. You just came down from YouTube just to do the pipes. You're very kind of you, Lord Gray. I appreciate it. This is my life. Oh boy. Yeah, it's still very problematic with the conflict of interest with this deck because of that, basically. Like, yeah, basically the new guy is like really good. Like, I feel like, at least from what I'm feeling, like having this card in the deck, having had experience with the deck before this, and it's that counterblast is very important in order to be able to do outbursts, but we also can't abuse it. Basically, we're trying to aim to kill as fast as possible and be able to do as much damage as possible. We'll say it's bold not to play habitable, but I respect it. Yeah, the problem is Hello Vanguard, definitely not Drum Bunker. Yeah. It is true. The thing is that I really want to run Habitable Zone, but remember the Habitable Zone, while he does get me the moons, which, honestly speaking, we do need... With this deck, we have to activate the moons as fast as possible, even if we whiff it. In that case, that's why the other moon, the True Crimson Moon, is way better than Disease. But I still follow that I don't have the moons. I'm just going to run Disease. This is probably going to be... So I'm just going to be running this one. But yeah, I have a good amount of grade 1 for this fine. Plus, the advantage with Outburst Dragon is being a top 7 that can search out Alphard and the Crimson Moons. It is a counterblast cost, which is my point of like thread with Biosig. Biosig's still really good because he can help me set it up with Torino Scale Dragon. But yeah, we'll have to be blind. We're talking Brancade habitable? No, we're talking about the habitable zone for Fantome, which is this one. Right, we also have a moon archetype here. That's kind of weird. That Drag Raider habitable zone. This is the one that searches out our Crimson Moons, and it's also our defensive. The advantage is he only costs Soul, and thanks to the new cards in the deck, it's really nice for like Soul. Soul's not really a problem right now. Chef, I move. I can't see the card text. I can lower you guys. Give me a sec. Let's see. Where are you, Chef? There we go. Alright. Actually, putting myself on top of me. This should do better. Yeah, it's this one. He's basically just discard fodder. And he's discard fodder for right phase to get us the Crimson Moons. And they're also defensive draw, basically. The advantage with this guy is that it has alternatives like tanks that I did it. Don't feel appreciated here. But yeah, the disadvantage with doing habitable instead of doing Outburst Dragon is simply because the Outburst Dragon can get us Alphard. Meanwhile, if we were to do habitable zone, we would have to blind search the Persona rank. Basically, my redraw would most likely have to be a blind draw in order to get Persona right. So basically, I have to give up my hand for Persona right and Crimson Moons. Which, honestly, I see the argument. The argument is genuinely good. Energy Blast is not necessarily a problem with the deck. The only guy that really uses Energy Blast is quite literally Resonance Dragon. And we're only probably going to be doing it for, like, the superior call. We're probably only calling one. So if we're going second, we probably have more. But if we're going first, we still have, like, an extra. So having a habitable zone that can spend an energy and then spend a
Soul Blast every turn is pretty sweet. I'm also planning on running the new grade 2, the Drive Grade Raskan. He's also just a pretty good discard player that goes into Soul, and not only that, he also has the very neat ability that if I have grade 2 Vanguard with Alphard, I can just, well, when it attacks, I can just bind him and get an extra 10k attack, which, honestly speaking, considering what Alphard needs, is relatively good. And that means I can just use him as a guard unit, or I can just call him early to attack, which means it's really good. Obviously, it's per. Honestly, take out one copy of the Drive +1 card, and 2 of the grade 2s that are 10k shields for the drop. But that's just from the other builds I've seen. Alphard definitely needs more consistent way of gaining moons. Yep, that's a problem, because I think Outburst Dragon's really good. The problem is Counterblast, and the problem is we don't have Counter Charger. If we were to have a Counter Charger that was decent enough, that can do multiple things like draw and soul, that'd be really nice. Definitely should try your own thing for the first, obviously. That's what I'm thinking. Because honestly speaking, having Beelsig would be really good. Because the advantage of Beelsig is he just lets us get all of our units that we were to lose. So it gives me some incentive of, example, throwing a Gamma Rays early on. I can throw Gamma Rays with less restrictions. I can commit more other units without less restrictions. Like, honestly speaking, I feel that. But honestly, that Counterblast is fucking me up. I really want to throw away Outburst for the habitable zone. I'll put like 3 at the moment, really. Because I'm definitely going to need the draws, especially since I'm going to be running front crits. I'm going to need everything that can aid me with getting draws or just getting cards in the deck. And habitable zone doesn't really mess around with the counter. Which does mean that we do have a lot more luck with Beelsig of being able to pick our stuff up. I'll be giving up a bit shield, that is. Draw and counter charge unit would definitely become a generic in every Dragon Empire deck. Yeah, pretty much. Also, like the Beelsig can loop that Drive +1 guy. Yep, that's the thing about him. He's just relatively good for getting our... Since he lets us pick up any of our Fantome units, he quite literally says that if we're basically missing a part for our strategy, if for some reason our Gamma Rays Dragon are in the drop zone because they attacked it or whatever, we couldn't really risk it out that, then basically we have him, which he properly works for that. Obviously, it's an on-place ability, so you have to focus on keeping copies of him like at hand as an option. And also, he becomes a pretty big beat stick in comparison to Resurrence Dragon. So basically, if we risk out on not running as many Resurrence Dragon, we can basically, though, treat this... We can treat the grade 2 as a Resurrence Dragon that just doesn't come up. I was going to say Ghost Nego Girl, but that's Soul Charge and Drop. Yeah. She is really good. She was a card that was ran in this deck. But obviously speaking, she's not a Fantome unit. So in terms of like being able to search her out, it kind of sucks. Although it does aid on the Soul. But since the new cards are discard fodders that basically just go to Soul, it's like, yeah, why should we run? Okay, then yeah. Okay, we're doing it. We're running the habitable zones, mostly because we want to have the alternative of being able to draw more cards. That mostly means that also we have to blind into getting the Persona right. So, an extra thing I added to the deck in order to help us out with is adding our 5th Persona right, Gratias Gradil. So, usually I run Twin Cast on this. Twin Cast is just the safest card to run. It's 2 shields. And you can actually activate one of the shields plus a Twin Cast, plus another Blitz Shield, which is basically Emissary Sanctitude. But we genuinely just need all the amounts of Persona rights we have possible. And just getting Gratias Gradil will be infinitely helpful. So if we basically don't run into one of the Alphard copies, but we do run into Gratias Gradil, which is obviously a conflict of interest with like having having the Crimson Moons. Thankfully, the idea with this deck is basically being able to activate as many Crimson Moons as possible, search out as many Crimson Moons as possible, and discard our Crimson Moons if we have to, or use them as Sentinel discards. That basically is the entire strategy what it is. I think this deck is fine for what we have. Honestly, having Raskans at 2 is pretty nice. I feel like keeping these at 4 are going to be very important because I actually need to see these. And these guys basically are my emergency button of like, oh yeah, my turn skills Dragon's dead, or oh yeah, my Gamma Rays is dead. then basically I can just throw basic and basic and pick up the card, or just a random draw, because sometimes you just need a draw instead of a severe call. Plus, he's just a big guy that grows. He's not a big shield, though. That is one thing. If we do get rushed, that will be genuinely a problem. So we have to really play this fairly carefully. That's why I love Current Strike. It's really good. Well, anyway, if you don't mind me asking, why are you playing the non-double rare moves? Mostly because of my own policy of how I try out these decks. Other than possibly cards I don't own, or I'm just trying the deck, so I need to like try out all of the cards on it. Mostly has to do with the fact that these are the moons I own, and I'm most likely gonna play this Alphard deck. I'm probably gonna get the new cards because I love Alphard. I love it. Talk shit, get hit, and Unga Bunga hit until it dies. So these are the moons I have, so these are the moons I'm running. At the moment, moons are expensive. Yeah, basically, yeah, that's mostly it. I was being too elaborative. Basically, it costs too much. I don't have it, so I'm running these guys in my RL, so these are the ones I'm running. And most of the time, they don't tend to whiff. They actually kind of hit their targets, or at least somewhat of a target. The only deck that I say basically barely has any failed targets would be the Alphard Fantome. It's like Wagyu. We can only afford so amount. Honestly speaking, if I can slowly but slowly buy one and treat it like, yeah, I have 3 diseases and 1 Crimson Moon. How about that? But funny thing is, the first time I was theoretically building this deck, which was like 2 to 3 hours ago, I was very confident with like all the cards I had in my deck. I was just like, man, I built this deck like crazy. And then I slowly looked at the deck. I'm like, I'm missing the moons. Oh, I'm also missing my sentinel, like typical. Oh boy, I was so happy. I was like, cool, I can add all the new cards. I can add all the older cards I had. Cool. I wonder how they fit. I forgot all the cards I need in order to run a proper Fantoma deck. Oh boy. But one thing is that I like about this deck, also about the support, it's like, it feels like the older Alphard deck. I had the Reverse Moon card, but gave it to a friend because I know Fantomas have interest in me yet. Oh really? That's interesting. None of them have? I found some that are interesting. Alphard obviously being my favorite because of how stupid he is. Oh yeah, already got the copy. Drop the crits. 1, 2. Yeah, keep 1 crit is pretty good. Okay. I feel like we did good. Good luck, have fun. Yeah, they just call this guy, activate the ability, search that, probably grab a sentinel if they're not missing any key component of themselves. Yeah, got Gojo. Okay, that makes sense, actually. Yeah, drop one of the personas. I don't really need that much. Get a draw out of that. Didn't get habitable zone. That kind of sucks. But that's basically when we started just flexing this one here. Activate Crimson Moon. View the top 5. Sadly, we didn't get what we wanted, but we can do Torino scale early. Ah, but he can probably pop my back row. That's all of them are cool and the moons are nice. Yeah, they are. Kind of want to take out the Torino scale just in case. Yeah, I kind of will. He's supposed to be going here, so it's fine. Yeah, I'll just get this out. If we're lucky, I'll be able to get the other card. Though sad that I didn't get the card I wanted here. Oh well. Anyway, on grade 2 turn, we'll be able to look at top 7 to search for Crimson Moon again, so we will have that advantage. 16k. Drive check. I wouldn't charge anything, dude. That's not bad. We are about to get rushed, though. That is... But even if the deck's consistent, nothing feels like my style. Okay, that's interesting. Honestly, Alphard. What other deck that I played I really, really liked? Honestly, as much as I hate to say it for myself, I really did like the Leonor deck. It's just like the proper combination of like defensive decks and offensive decks. I really have to sit down to play like Magnolia Fantome, since I'm also a fan of its playstyle. It's a very defensive, offensive playstyle. He did not wait. I'm watching you, sir. Not the card I needed. Guard. 18k. 23. There we go. Can I draw? Oh, baby. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I should have totally got me because that's my wife. Ooh, neat. Interested they didn't discard Gojo in this turn. They most likely only have one, or they're saving it for something else. That I'm not sure. Do this, Persona right. So first off, we're going to be doing the skill first here. So first off, we're going to be doing this and look at the top 7 to search for either a Fantome unit or a Crimson Moon. That's going to be our first order of business. Then we can do Habitable Zone because they're more likely to get the Crimson Moons here. And then we can just search out of there for another Crimson Moon. Seems we didn't get it. But we can totally just pick up... No, we're probably grabbing Biosig. Grab this guy. Shuffle. Add to hand. Shuffle. Then, this guy's ability. Since we're in the situation and we don't have our other guy that activates Energy Blast, we are going to take advantage of the Energy Blast here. And we're going to be doing Energy Blast 3 to search our deck for a Crimson Moon, show it off, add it to hand. Then, you're activating said moon to view the top 5 cards of my deck. Not a Crimson Moon, but another Gamma Rays will always be appreciated. Sent to drop zone. Then, I kind of want to get rid of the Balachiacro because they can function as also boosters as well. And can intercept by the back row. But it would mean that I would have to commit one of these cards here. I think I have an idea. Ah, damn it. Why did he left? My internet didn't drop. Aw, man. That sucks. I wonder why they left. Ooh, Trinity Doors. I haven't saved it. Yeah, it sucks. You have an okay plan there. An okay hand as well. Let's leave. I'll face player then. Yeah, rip. Kinda sucks. Got an okay hand there. Won the dice roll. Okay, but you're gonna try to go first there. Napa Vangado. Double Crimson Moons. No. No. 1, 2, 3. Damn it. Didn't get it. Okay. Good luck. Have fun. Then. Throw. Not bad. Remember the Gamma Rays here. Do this. Then. From the moon. Give you the top 5 cards of my deck. Your unit grade equals my Vanguard. Sadly, didn't get anything there that I could use. I got this. I'll take it. Shuffle. And throw this out. Turn and card out of my deck, even if it's a Sentinel, which is sadly sad, is a unit I can use for a boost. It is 5k more than what some of my opponents can reach. So I will be taking that. Noticing the deck though. Yep, it's just the basic. It's not the chrono icon. It's basically just AK does its shenanigan and also this thing. Don't need the damage early on, so I will be blocking it. Does not matter. Okay, Farmer. Does not matter. Genuinely just does not matter. First, second, and I lost a Persona ride. This does not bode well early on. And now he's always going to be an 18k booster. Uh, I hate that this just happens sometimes. Ugh. I don't need this. I'll have to sacrifice this guy here for now. Right. This guy's ability. I can be the top 7 at least to search for Crimson Moon or a Fantome unit. Let's see. I can revive the Gamma Rays next turn. I won't have the Taurian skill, so I'll be going Taurian skill here. Deck the hand. There we go. Then Crimson Moon. Search for a Crimson Moon. Be top 5. No Crimson Moon, and our options were not that great either. Damn, this does not bode well at all. No. Sargon is normally Jet. It's such a blast to put the pass for me. Yeah, fair. We'll have to just settle with this. Taurian skill plus Jet's attack. Check. Resident Recurrence. Okay, that's an extra bit of shield. God, but getting the Phantom early on, the freaking overtrigger early on, is very sucky. That just means I have to block more, and he's just gonna be hampering me with crits early on. That really sucks. What's the extra 10k in your crit, man? I know you want it. 28k. I have to guard like crazy here. Plus 10k. If they get a trigger, I'm fucking done. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? The fuck am I supposed to do? The fuck am I supposed to do now? No way I can come back from this. Fuck me. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? The fucking blind jet doesn't work anymore. Man, this game sucks. The fuck am I supposed to do now? Yeah, I don't see the point of like following this game. I'll do it, but like, what's the point? Like, fucking really, what's the fucking point of it right now? Whatever, BO6's ability. Counter Blast 1. To get Gamma Ray's Dragon back into the board. I don't even have a Crimson Moon in my hand. And my hand is really bad. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so last 2. At least I get a power boost, I guess. But like, fuck me, man. See? We aiming and praying, swinging, basically. Hopefully I can get it, like, I don't know, something. I need a heal at a minimum. If I can get my OT and a crit to kill him 1 turn, I'll appreciate that. Then he gets a 15k power boost. Let's see, is it 3, 9, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yep, we're full powered here. Jesus Christ. Blah, blah, blah. And this guy gets an extra 7k power. Actually, it would have been better to like switch these around. That would have been better. Yeah, because right now this guy also gets a freaking 15k power boost, so he's gonna be 25. So even if he pulls the trigger, he can hit. This guy's just gonna need extra stuff in order to hit. So battle. Bro didn't even get the grade 3 yet. Nah, he's just pulling triggers like crazy. He's built like a fucking main character from Vanguard. If he gets a trigger heal as well, I'm gonna be freaking miffed. What the fuck? What is this situation? What the entirety fuck is this? This is like fucking miserable. Boost this attack, this guy's skill. 3 drive. And this guy's ability. Counterblast 1. And this unit back up. Draw 1 card. Man, even a freaking good trigger there. One of the deck is stacked. As a PG, of course he did. With all those draws, it'd be crazy. This is gonna be the weakest attack. Yeah, it's gonna be the weakest. So dropping everything here to BO6, power and crits. Second check, no triggers. Third check, critical trigger. All effects to here. +1 goes to hand. Then this unit skill goes to soul. Then with a boost from this guy, it's a 21k to his 20 at least. Man, didn't even get a heal. This is fucking rough. I have to bet it on a heal on the last attack, honestly, but like my chances are fucking low now. My hand is not in a very optimal situation. He gets another trigger. What is this? Like, what's the fucking point? He can guard this with a trigger and 1 more card. What is this? This situation is so fucking ass. Not only do I guard incredibly high in order to block a fucking attack because he's hitting me with everything with the fucking Vanguard, but also he's drawing triggers on damage step as well. Like, what the fuck? I expect at least that his Vanguard attack is gonna have no triggers, but I can't block anything anymore. My hand's ass. Damn, countered the 3 crit attack. He just pulled more triggers, just like first attack, draw trigger. Oh, sweet, I get a card to hand, and I get a power boost. Second attack, my. It's just like, what is the fucking point? I know he probably had enough cards in hand to block everything, but like, what is this situation? And the fact he still has the 10k plus 1 crit, and I have to block that card specifically in order to not die fully, is quite literally insane for this. I literally cannot win this game. This game is unwinnable. I am dying here. At least I can sacrifice the BO-Sig because I'm not going to be using it anymore. I can guard with my other guy who would have been a better intercept here. This is a situation where BO-Sig is also kind of sucking. I already had Gamma Rays in my hand, so I didn't really have to fully commit him. I did have to fucking... Oh. He's most likely sending Gamma Rays. I have no way to bring him back. Field stick? Okay. Like, what the fuck? Wait, are you telling me this guy doesn't know how to fully function, how to deal with his deck properly? He's literally sending BO-Sig without noticing that I have the grade 3 in my drop zone. I can have a unit that can boost his attack, and it's a way bigger shield than him. He only exists to call stuff and drop.
Like, this guy is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take away an intercept. That's basically all he did. He could have freaking sent Gamma Rays. He's a better target. Fuel Stick, while being a bigger attack, is not a draw. Which this deck absolutely needs. I don't have a Persona Ride. That was not a trigger. Fuck me. He's about to punch. He's about to punch me with like a billion triggers in his hand. I swear to God, man. Haven't seen Stride decks at Kurnogen in a hot minute. Yep. Dude, you don't have to think, just hit me. I literally cannot block all the... I have to commit certain damage to block all these. Because this is a 36, 33, 33, 48 at most. This guy gets a power boost. Unit. Gives it to Vanguard, then yeah. Have to be 33. I have to think. I have to fucking think about this properly because I don't have... I can block this with a trigger, but then I have to 33, 48. 48 intercept. I have to block the Vanguard's attack by obligation. No, I'm thinking this wrong. This is not 36, this is a 48. Fuck me, I have to take it. Ah, thank fucking God something goes in my favor. Something. Ah, fuck you. At least this makes it so Glamour Breath doesn't do shit. At least it's an intersect block. Fuck me, this is fucking sucks. I kinda have to. $36. You can do Fate Rider. Activate Fate Rider's abilities to pure call units, and he can empower it with the... You have to flip a card, right? The unit will at least get a 5k power. So an extra 5k power plus the freaking icon as well, so that's a 10k. 10k power boost, basically. This is a 43, 58. So, 2 to pass, basically. What is this situation, man? What is this situation? What is this situation, really? Like, what the fuck? This game sucks. Heal, recover 1. I won't win. GG, whatever. This was not a good game. This was absolute ass. I'm not recording it. That game was absolute. Lady Luck really wasn't having it. Fucking no. Lady Luck was having it. She was freaking giving him a handy. What the fuck is this situation? Like, literally, he's passed all of those. He got over trigger first turn of the game. And he's able to just pass all over my checks. There's literally an entire game. Every time I've guarded, he's passed all over the Vanguard guards. And quite literally, I had to keep at least 1 card in hand because I had to get the guy with the extra drive. And I don't have Persona Ride. I was literally in the worst situation of my fucking life, dude. Like a whole slaughterhouse worth it. Fuck yeah, it was. It was absolute abysmal. That was ass. Oh. Just the pain for that is like making my brain like, you should run the draw tricks. They're really good. Because fuck me, man, that was ass. I'm willing to drop the front advantage of just giving overall power to the board and just being like a safe power distribution if it means I have more survivability with the fucking draws, man. Cause man, this is sucking some real ass. less. What is this? Please give me Persona right. Those are the fact I started that game. I should have not started that game. Get out, get out, get out. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I like this hand a bit. You live by Ungo Swing, you die by Ungo Swing. Ungo Swing, that's generous. They did not have Ungo Swing. They had Die. Die already. Die. They had the power of God anime on their side. I had nothing. They were the main protagonist or the main antagonist, and I was just Morikawa with his own built deck. There was no way I was gonna win. Okay, we're dealing with this deck. I have to be careful. They have a freaking order that basically reads like, oh, it's the end of the turn, I can attack one more time. Against this deck, I have to kill fast, or basically just try to at least not commit too much. Lose at 7 damage? I mean, fuck me if that's what it takes, man. Alright, let's drop a habitable zone to ride. So first stop, we're going to be doing the draw first. Then, Energy Blast 3. To pick my deck for a Crimson Moon. Shuffle, and then add it to my hand. Then, we're going to activate Set Moon. To do the top 5. Treasure Unit, and Superior Call. There we go. And then, we battle. With a boost of Foreign Scale, Hermit will be attacking you. Drive check. Front trigger, I'll take it. Over trigger's out. I'll take it. I'll fucking take that. I will take that. I will take that situation over anything else. As long as it's not a 7 trigger, over trigger, we are fucking fine. Jesus Christ. Oh wait, is that the Buddy Fight deck? Yeah, they have a very nifty order that literally reads end phase. Oh neat. Attack, choose a unit, attack one more time. I've lost every time I fought a Buddy Fight deck and they had that card, I lost. Because they always do that, and my brain's just like, alright, they have that shit. I overguard it for nothing. Your battle phase, you have an arm with Alcutagrane. Or you have Couture with Rosa, you can stand this unit. So he decided not to stand for that. Okay, that's okay. So I'll be guarding with Kermit's Dragon, skill of this unit, plus 10k. I will be dropping the trigger. Oh, remember that character was the main villain of the MCO's show with that? Oh, neat. Then we dropping Habitable Zone to ride. So first off, since we're running from grade 2, I can search the top 7 for either a Fantome unit or a Crimson Moon. Hopefully it's a Crimson Moon. No Crimson Moon, but we did get a copy of Gamma Ray, so I will take it. So add that to hand. Then effective this. I already threw away the guy that uses my Energy Blast, and he only needs a set of 3, so I can take the Energy Blast for this turn. To then search my deck for another Crimson Moon. If I'm lucky, I'm able to get out that extra Crimson Moon. Then activate to view the top 5 cards of my deck. Not a Crimson Moon, but I already have Persona Ride. I'm probably going to need another Persona Ride though. I'll grab this just so I can have the draw combo. Superior Call here. Throw this out. Move this here so I can hit his rears. I'll probably do that. And then yeah, I want to poke at his units. Battle. First off, Gamma Rays here. Perfect. Then epic kill to the rear. I will be taking that. Then with a boost tornado scale, Blajet. Cargado, drive check. Another habitable zone, I'll take that. Critical trigger. Oh, we did it good then. We did it good then. Oh, after this I'll get some more water. I'm going down to the juice, and I kind of hate that. I'm gonna mix it more with more water. I'm gonna go back here. Let's see. I have no damage. I only really need... how much counterblast do I need? At the moment, I only need 1 counterblast, so I'm perfectly fine with like 1 damage if I'm able to keep it at that. But 2 damage is perfectly fine here. Now we have the Cerberus guy. Oh no, it's a Hydra thing. Savior of the world, kill your guy. Oh, the cards do not look like Savior. Okay, she'll be off to rest. Been working from 11 to 9. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah, thanks, Momo. Thanks for hanging out. You can rest up, man. See you later. I wonder if they're gonna leave the grip out of me. Nobody's all. They keep holding me like this. Demonic Demise driving Acid Dahak. And this is 13k base. When you attack, choose the corporate as done. If you do, this battle opponent for units. Oh shit. Huh. Dominex here. Morning. How are you? Are you having a wonderful day, buddy? How are you? We're trying out the new Alphard Fantome. We're having a bit of fun here. Lord Great passed over here, and he basically just threw a pipe at me, and basically I have psychic damage for the rest of the night, and also I've been hit to get crit with my opponent just pulling over trigger first turn, Dark Sates 1, and then he just broke all my guards every turn after that. So it's been indeed a night for me. Oh boy. He's doing that. So superior color journal of Acid Dahak is called the Great 4 variation. Retire during your opponent's turn. Damage check reveals the card of your opponent's turn. Your Vanguard does not have an item, so your deck will drop for the 1 copy of the Vanguard. So your deck shuffle your deck. You can arm an Acid Dahak to the Vanguard. Okay. Double attack it about the unit attack. You Ray, it can stand back up. Standby ability, gets 10k power. Back row center when you stand by the effect of this, you get 8 points on your. Gets triple drive as well, that's interesting. Most likely. Your unit Ozzy the Hawkins card can call while they're doing the great and can attack from the back row center. Ah, that'll do it. They'll be raiding again on Monday. Been busy with laundry while it's still not raiding. Ah, okay, that's fair enough. I'm not gonna blame you for that. Yep, he's popping everything. 18k. It's an average up big attack. I'll take it. That's why he was okay. Damage check. Lost a moon. Oh wait, that's a moon out. I'll take that. I have a biddable zone there, so that's neat. That means I can send that to the drop zone as well. Yeah, you have to put main phase and battle phase so you can rest it basically. Oh. 15k, that's okay. One of these is gonna get a little bit booster. It's a kind of weaker attack, so I really don't want to give him anything. I'll throw away one of my Torinos. I have 4 of them. I can risk one. Throw that out, that's fine. I think I'll add more of the grade 2, since I don't have much copies of anything else can use Counterblast and take advantage of that. Again, it has to deal with like me getting gamma rays and stuff. 15k. Alright. Keep my Torino and just go with this. Uh-huh. Oh, well, no. Wait. I'll guard it, I'll guard it. Yep, and I'm about to attack you. Have a great Vanguard, Counterblast, and stand back up and gets 10k power. That's why I'm guarding that. 13k. Fuck me, I have to take it. Third critical. Hopefully I can get a trigger so I can probably defend this a bit better. Not that it matters. First, second, nothing. Ah, man. Oh, well. I'll take it. I'll get a heal out of it regardless. Damage check. Critical trigger, a bit too late, but I'll take it. And draw. I'll drop my last habitable zone. Discard habitable zone. It's a ride. First off, skill of this. At 4 less, I can choose a card of my damage zone and put it face down. Then, skill of the habitable zone. I'll be soul blasting a card from my soul. Search my deck. How's the testing so far? Interesting, I guess. I sadly have been... First game I tried to play, the guy left, and then the second game, they just pulled triggers like a motherfucker since turn 1. And they pulled the Dark States over triggers, so I was in a situation where I was basically just drowning in my own puddle of my freaking blood, basically. Do this, activate the ability. So it's been interesting is the best way I can just describe how these games have gone. Ooh, okay, that ended up being really good. Okay. So I can do this here. Shuffle. I can call this guy here. Okay, I got a plan. Then call Biosig. Activate the effect of Biosig. My Vanguard is that guy. So let's see. Card that I really want to see in the drop zone. I really want to see Roscon, but I'm hoping I can heal it. Dude, keeping it there does not bother you. I'll send the Roscon regardless. Crimson Moon. Don't forget to put the Moon for the damn zone to drop. Yeah, that doesn't bother me. I know I know to put it back later. I'm just doing other things, so I'm thinking. I can send the Crimson Disease later to the drop zone regardless if it's chased down or not. What do I want to send? I want to get the Sentinel to my hand. Let me check the ability. I can just grab whatever. Choose a card, damage zone face up. Yeah, I'm grabbing the Sentinel. To then grab good old boy here. Then this is so you retard to your opponent's turn. Your damage reveals the card of your opponent's turn. Your Vanguard does not have a. Wow. What do you want, buddy? What do you want? I'm not gonna do that now. You can do it whenever. I'm not doing it now. Let's see. I can definitely Energy Blast now. I probably will. But if I get that, I'll be dropping a bit of shield, but I kind of need the shield right now. I can pay the Counter Blast, so I can definitely do that. Okay. Move this to the back. Let's see, I can shove this to soul, so I'll get all my bunnies. My opponent's Vanguard's grade 3, so I get 10k power. When we read we all backseat Cardfight. Yeah, fair enough. I'm not bothered by that. I'm just informing you of like my decisions. You retire. Your damage check reveals a card of your opponent's turn. If your Vanguard does not have a item, so your deck or drop for the one card with algebra, blah blah blah, so your deck could shuffle it. That means I'll probably kill the Ozzy Dahak here. Regardless, he still gets an Ozzy Dahak. Then I'll get rid of the one that really matters to me. I'll probably just get rid of the back row then. Vanguard skill, Soul Blast 1, Soul Blast 2. Kill. And then this guy gets 15k power.
Then I can Energy Blast 3. Regardless, you were gonna get an Ozzy the Hawk, so it doesn't matter to me much. Okay, then if they're gonna have that, then I'm just gonna keep this here and keep the Energy Blast just to have as an alternative resource engine. Then... Okay, when it gets a reset, it gets the power boost. Got it. So right now, I have 3 Crimson Moons. Next turn, I'll be fully powered. Battle. With a boost. Back to the rear. One more card, please. 33k shield. Free drive. And. Scan above 1. Stand back up. Draw a card. Kill this guy. Step back up with 5k power. Bum, 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 bum. First check. Second check. Third check. Heal trigger. I will be taking that. Let's see. I want that in my hand, so I'll be recovering a Crimson Moon. And then giving power to this attack's doing pretty good. This is just gonna hit an okay number. So I'm gonna just give power over to here. Then skill this guy. So Soul gets supplemented there. Then attacks and you're gonna become this unit attack, skill this guy. Gets 12k power. Okay there, so he has to drop a trigger in order to block that. He did not, he got a critical. Then with a boost this guy, 43k to the Vanguard. Yeah, still needs to drop a trigger, buddy. Either that or intercept, your choice. He's still gonna be looking for all Dasi Dahak. Ati Dahak. Yep. Go to Soul. Draw a card. Then turn. There we go. Thankfully, I managed to pull the trigger and being able to get a Sentinel to my hand. And not only that, I also drew a copy of my Recurrence Dragon, so that's an extra 10k shield. Alright. Yeah. Drum bunker is not that much of a problem. So I decided to just aim for Vanguard attacks. Thankfully, he blocked the other attacks, so we're not pushing him for much damage. But if he doesn't have the Elementary Sanctitude or the enough shield to block the next few attacks, he should be doing pretty good. Let's see, we don't have the grade 2 that gives it a little bit of extra power in the drop zone, sadly. But we do have all the Fantome, and we do have Persona right for next turn. He just got the other Dazi Dahak that can blow up the front row. That's perfectly fine. We have a Gamma Race for next turn. That should be perfectly fine. Then he's activating Infected Attack. Look at the 5 shoots a Dragon. They didn't get a Dazi Dragon in its race from under the he didn't get the Ozzy Dahak there, thankfully. He did get one from hand. He's paying the cost to be able to call that one. and that's the restander. So we have to deal with the one that can pop everything, and then we have to deal with the one that can attack from the back row and restand from the back row. Thankfully, we're at 3 damage, so everything's a lot more dealable. That whip persona, that's a godsend considering how nice carry Crossfight is. Well, we're just gonna count ourselves lucky for now. He doesn't have a lot of damage, but if we're lucky, we're able to push as much damage as possible. We'll be attacked with triple crit on top, but that's only if we decide to commit right now with that attack. With its ability, by sending a Dazi Dahak. So I'll be blocking the Vanguard. I do have a card to block the restanding ability. So it's gonna have to be for this one. With the 28k, 28k, and then guard with this one to activate its ability to be an extra 10k sheet. So guard, and then these 2 die. Vanguard did not take a hit. You're gonna attack with a 15k, which is perfectly fine. 20k, yeah, that's annoying. So the back row is the ones that are gonna be a problem. I'm gonna perfect guard the Vanguard. Meaning, most likely, if he gets a crit, the back row is going to be a problem. So most likely, I'll have to think about, take this hit, take this hit, take the back row, perfect guard the Vanguard, then guard the back row, basically, has to be the way I have to do it. I'll be at max power, though, so I'll probably have to do it that way. Guard, okay. Damage check. Heal trigger. Ah! Plus 10k power. And then recover 1. I will be taking this guy. Peek. It's not the face down guy, but it's the guy that gives extra bit. 23k, I can block that comfortably. There we go. I have to commit way less in order to guard these properly. Have to PG, I'll have to keep the Torn Scale Dragon. Back row's hitting with an extra crit, that is a bit annoying. I can definitely guard with a 38 here, he doesn't have a triple drive. Okay, then I can save the PG then. So I'm gonna be 28 for 2 damage to pass. First, Dazi Dahat, let's go! Okay, yeah, it's looking really good. If I take the 2 damage here, I'll have an extra bit of power. 3 or more cards. Nah, I'll save myself. Do this, kill this guy, plus 15k shield. I'm already at 3, so I get to retire, so it's fine. I will be taking that, and then activate the ability of all those things. And then, Persona. Commentary Sanctitude, front row gets plus 10k. Nothing happens there. My soul has 3 cards in there, so everything's really good. Sadly, my formations are not going to be, like, extremely, like, cool. But I'll be able to do some shenanigans here. So, first off, ability of my boy. So, I'll be sending these 2 cards out. In order to get rid of this Dazi Dahak or this Dazi Dahak. This is the real problem, so I'll be getting rid of him. And then, so if you have 3 cards, I give myself 9,000 power. So basically 10k and then reduce the 1k there. So 32k. Then, activating the ability of my boy. I have 2 of them now, so I can technically do this, but I only need really 1. So activate the ability of my boy. Energy Blast 3. Disappear, call himself. And he also gets the power boost of the extra 10k. And then minus 1k. 90k power. Then I'll be calling my Gamma Rays, and thanks to the effect of my Gamma Rays, since you're in grade 3, he also gets an extra 10k power. And then I'll be activating the effect of my Torpedo Scale, which will give me an extra drive. And then with the attack of Alphard Fantome, I'll be able to swing, hit, get hit. So, let us do that, shall we? So let us aim. I will be hitting with everything I've got. So, battle. Oh, right, I forget. I do have this guy, the drop zone. And that unique a second part to the battle. Choose the person card. Okay, so battle. First off, we'll be attacking with Gamma Rays Dragon. To the Vanguard. There we go. This is interesting. In a battle team. Uh-huh. That gets an extra bit of shield. That's perfectly fine. Uh-huh. Then a boost. 3 drives. Fantome. I'll be sending all my moons out. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. And Persona Ride. So this guy gets Crit +1, Crit +1, plus 10k for drive. And then I'll also be doing find this card plus 10k on top. And this guy's ability, counter +1, stand back up, draw a card. I just need to get one more critical, and then we're done. $60k. I need to pull a critical. Oh, when you're returning is attack. Ah, okay, fair enough. Oh, it's a defensive card. Okay, I like it. It's not an extra skill. Is that great one when attacked? Okay. Force check. I just need a critical. 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 No fucking way. How do I get a quadruple and not hit the fucking last crit I need? Aw, this sucks, man. Freaking rarely get the Fantome skill and it doesn't work here. That sucks. Oh well, what can you do? Hit the Ozzy the Hawk. It's the only one I can hit. Freaking guarding for the Ozzy the Hawk. Okay, fair enough. Freaking do Fantome skill my deck and you're not getting the card you want. I'm like, okay, sir, fine then. Okay, turn in. Can't do nothing. I tried my best. I did Unga Bunga. But the deck was like, you do not deserve Unga Bunga. I'm like, why the fuck do I don't? I've been trying to survive this game, and you're telling me I don't deserve Unga Bunga? If anything, I feel like I'm the one who deserves Unga Bunga the most. But yeah, honestly, I think I can just drop these Roscons and just put more of my grade 3 Vanguard for more shields, I'm gonna be honest. So this... Let me check. Yep, the grade 3 is a lot better than Roscon. I mean, Roscon can function for things, but like... only on attack, and it has to be an Alphard Vanguard, so I can't use it to guard earlier shit. Not worth. He's a 15k shield, I think. I guess. He has some use. He's an okay discard partner to aid my soul. This is fine, though. I think that's the last one of that particular Ozzy the Hawk. I think. Nah, he still has more. But he's running out of deck. I literally only have to survive. We'll see. I have 3 PGs as well. So basically, just take 2 of his attacks, and that's about it. I can just PG everything else. Our card is not going to move to result to the end of turn. +1 at the beginning of battle phase. If you have Akita Guanef, which he most likely does. Nope, Kyoka Gyo. He's not doing that. He basically just has this for draw. This is basically his freaking bouncer from Nova Grappler. Narco with Aguta Granef. Oh wait. Aguta Granef. Oh wait, he does have it, so he can activate the skill in order to get the draw. Jami Ghetto in its and stand his unit. Okay, fair enough. Freaking hair is insane. Kyoya, and this is like Kyoya like what? Kyoya maximum. Our Ozzy the Hog, the end of the world. Weren't you trying to protect it? Weren't you its savior? Like, what is this? Are you one of those people who think, yes, I'll save the world by destroying and rebuilding? It's just like, insane shit. You're just killing everybody. That's the opposite, sir. He attacks everybody. So I have to do 28k, 28k, 10k. Alright, I'll have to do this then. Does it have the ability? Finds itself. And then guard with this. It becomes a 10k shield. Gamma rays is out. I do not have another gamma rays. I basically have to depend by BOC. 33k. I have to Vanguard, Twin Drive, so I have to PG, discard, PG, discard. Yeah, I'll take it. I check. No trigger. That's a gamma rays. That sucks. Activate the ability. Yep, stand back up. Gets an extra crit. Attack with the rear, please. He's not. Ah, he sucks. Oh well. Let's see. PG here. Actually, this is fine. PG. Activate the ability. Discard here and guard okay. There we go. It is a heal trigger. He does recover 1. Fucking sucks, man. I could have killed him. Oh well, he's probably gonna die this turn anyway. He basically has to kill me with his units. If he doesn't do it, he basically just gets destroyed. $43k. Damn, that's insane, man. Let's see. I guard with this. This is a 23k, 23k, extra 15k, so that's a 38k. I'll have to drop another 10 there. GG. Drop the heal. Guard okay. Damage check. Habitable zone. That's fine. Stand and draw. Not what I wanted, but like, whatever. Main. Then activate the ability of my boy. Do Soul Blast 2. To then destroy this Ozzy Dahak. There we go. Since I'm at 5 damage, that is a total of 15k power boost. Then I think I'm probably not gonna do it. I already sent all my habitable zone. Yeah, what the fuck? Let's see. Don't think I'm gonna do it. He already has that Ozzy the Hawk. I just need to attack his Vanguard mostly. Just deal enough damage, I guess. Gonna call this guy anyway there. So I'm just gonna do this, get gamma rays out. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Call Biozig, activate skill of Biozig, counter +1. The superior code gamma rays. I'll be losing the extra triple drive, but like
this point, it doesn't particularly matter. Do that, and then pixel, thanks to the ability of my gamma rays, it's 10k power, and then battle. With a boost from pixel, gamma rays will be attacking your vanguard. I think they deal 1 damage, buddy. With another thing. There you go. My vanguard attacks. Kill this guy, counter +1. Stand back up. Draw a card. Kill this guy. Stand back up. Plus 5k power. Yep, PG. See the Hawk. Spin drive. First. Critical trigger. All effects here. Power and crit. Second check. PG. Then, this guy attacks. Kill this guy. Power plus 15k. To your vanguard. Alright, he does get that power boost. Yeah, I should have done that. Oh well. With a boost. Should have attacked Ozzy Dahak then. He would have still activated the ability and such, but at least I would have forced him to drop cards. That's on me. Another PG. He does know that he has to basically block everything. In return, goes to soul. Draw a card. Okay, turn him. Beep. Beep. Should have attacked the rear. I should have also Superior called the grade 3 if I'm gonna make he's gonna do that. That was a fault on my end. He already has a copy of Ozzy the Hawk in the drop zone. You drop called the rearguard. It is a dragon, to be fair. You can just call Ozzy the Hawk. What's he doing? He's activating the way to get the power boost, I guess. I just gotta block the biggest attack he has, but he has to attack with the Vanguard in order to be able to proc something there. No, doesn't do it. So basically, depending on the Ozzy Dahak then. Take the Ozzy Dahak out. There we go. Guard. Send to drop. Send to drop. And drop. I have 1 copy of this guy. If I can do a 10k. Guard. Then skill of this guy. So extra 5k. Okay, guard. There's no way. Even if you pull the trigger, some miracle or some sort, you're dying here. GG. You played it to the end. Alright. Another game. Save replay. Yep. And exit. Finally. Okay. Alright. Since we made space for the counterblast, they got out of the blaze of glory. Yeah, at least I'll respect that, honestly. Let's see. Covering skill is nice. I want to see him often enough. The Dragger Ruscon was actually useful in order to keep myself alive, but I'm having problems of being able to get the cards I need. Biosig is actually ending up being a solid unit. Raskan was useful. Let's see. I think I should add another BO6 just to see more options able to ride my board. I can sacrifice a habitable zone, but I need kind of all of the copies in order to do stuff. I could probably discard a Roscon, why not? Anyway, his main function is mostly just to be an extra shield. He's basically just a blitz order. Having an extra BO6 since I'm not using anything else for the counterblast is basically going to have to be it. Now, for the front triggers, I think I'm going to be throwing it out. I've been seeing it more defensive and stuff, so I think the defensive draw is just going to have to be the way to go. We're just going to be doing that. Right, I forget. Have to be Energy Blast, dash 2, wait. Energy Blast 2, which is this thing. Drag Ritter Mistbomb. Extra card for extra defense, and also just a good card in hand that can become a really big shield. Basically, just as big as my freaking front trigger. It causes Energy Blast or Soul Blast, but I usually have an excess of one or the other. Safe. Because the extra shield early on freaking works. Okay, we'll be doing that. I will be back. I'll be out for a second. I'll be refilling my my thermos with water. I'll be seeing you guys in a hot minute. Those draws are just terrific in all honesty. Yep, pretty much. And the front triggers would be all more valuable in this deck, but the problem is the deck is not having... it's like the problem for any deck that doesn't have really a search. Alphard does have a search, but I basically either have to run the guy who revives stuff, or I have to run the searcher. So might as well just run the draw so I can have more possibility of getting the cards out. Anyway, I'll be filling up my thermos with a bit more water to even it out. And then I'll be back. I'll be out for like 2 minutes. So meanwhile, watch my model just flip down. There we go, I'm back. Have water. That's better. Since I give up soda, I have to make do to find flavor with my stuff. Really? Okay, we're fighting this guy. Also, question for you guys, who my dear Vanguard players, my dear convicts. What do you guys think of the new cards that are going to be shown, the 7 Deadly Sin guys? In my case, I'm a big fan of them. I love the art style they have. It's really cool. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can take this. It's fairly easy. I'm actually a very big fan. Can't wait to the lore implications of these cards. It'd be really cool. I'm up to the Dark States one. Since they haven't shown anything else, the Dark State one looks really good. Discard to ride. Then this guy's ability, since he's discarded, I can just shove him into soul. And basically, I'm gonna save it for next turn. I could try treat it as a discard fodder. I'll do it.
Be top 5. Okay, we got something out of that. I'll take it. Deadly Sins. Oh wait, the guy that's like a villain Viper. Yeah. The guy who looks like super edgy guy who looks like he's supposedly like a criminal of the Seven Deadly Sins who's trying to act all angsty and shit, but he literally went to prison doing something for his sister. And also, he's actually a very nice guy, so he can't really act out the villain part properly. I love him. His lore already, but he's a goof. It's just like, what is he? He's an older brother. Just ignore him. He's just stupid. He wants to be edgy, but he does not have the edge. Damage check. Okay, I'll have to throw away the trigger then. Right. Yeah, it looked really cool. Yeah. What I'm curious about is like their supposed crimes. Supposedly the cards there, their lore basically involves of them being criminals, but supposedly they might not be like, oh, Thegra, been a hot minute? Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Although, don't think it's Thegra, it might just be Rezile. Honestly speaking, it could be. Let's see, I got nothing else to do, so basically do this. And, yeah, I don't want to spend more resources. 18k. Check. Draw trigger. I will take that. Oh man, I'll automatically put the draw trigger and everything goes well. I'll never trade you draw trigger again. When was the last time we got a normal dude in dark states like Barrow Magnus? I mean, Barrow Magnus is not he's a controller of gravity. Oh, it is Thegra. Hold on, what the fuck up? Has been a hot minute. Jesus Christ. Where have you been, big booth lady? Who basically attack the Vanguard the deck. Vanguard stance, I hate you again. Vanguard stance, I hate you again. Also the fairy that doesn't die. Discard any one of these turns? Hasn't yet. Hasn't gotten it yet. He hasn't discarded the fairy. That's been sucky. It's been a while since Barrel Magnus got its retrain, which was like in the beginning of the Vine. It has been genuinely a hot minute. Bruce is basically NFL with no safety. Yeah, but he's like demonic. He's not. I don't think Bruce is just a normal dude. Damage check, perfect. He does not know how my deck operates. I want damage. Yeah, attack me with your rear perfectly. Just do it, man. Attack with that, get an extra 5k power. Perfectly fine, good sir. Hit me with it. Damage check, second check, critical trigger. That kind of sucks, but I'll take it. And this guy doesn't retire. He's not paying the cost for the retire ability. That's interesting. Alright, since I didn't get that, I most likely have to be lucky here. Okay, do this. Right. Then skill this guy, put the card on top of my deck, my deck is face down. Perfect! I was betting it was on a moon. Okay? So it goes face down. I'm gonna pick that up later. Or pick up something else next turn, most likely. Then, effect of the habitable zone. Energy Blast 3. Push my deck for a grade 3 unit for a Crimson Moon. Add it from my deck to the hand, and it goes to my hand. And then there. Perfect. Then I will be activating said Crimson Moon to do the top 5. Give me another Crimson Moon. Not what I wanted, but we did get a great one. I will be taking this thing. Sadly, don't have the moon, so we'll have to wait to see if I can be able to get something like that for now. I don't have the grade 3 in my drop zone, so I don't have the Spirit Cult there. I can definitely save this guy. So, activating this guy's ability with a Soul Blast 2. Let's see. This gets extra. Doesn't get shield. Perfect. Retire. And since I have 3 damage, I'll be getting 9k. Well, for to get the, I have to have the 3 damage in order to at least get the retire. Then we'll be calling Gamma Rays. I have another copy of Gamma Rays, so that's kind of suck. Basically, I have to do beep bop beep bop. After is also normal. Oh yeah, Athrea. Are you sure? She has a horn and everything. I don't think she's normal. I don't think she classifies that for that. Let's see. Fuck it, I'll use its other ability. Activate the ability, one place, counter +1, draw a card. I'll take it. Her race is human according to the card? How the fuck is she human? Like, quite literally, how? Alright, let's do this. Vanguard stats, we get an extra 5k. So with a boost from this guy, 23k to attack on Thegra. 25k, that's perfectly fine. Then with a boost with original skill, my Vanguard attacks. Skill of this guy, Vanguard's attacking. Stand back up, draw a card. The skill of this guy stands back up, power plus 5k. And this guy's skill, 3 drives. First check, second check, third check. Heal trigger. I will be taking that. Thank you very much. I want to pick up the Crimson Moon for next turn. So I will be getting a pixel out. This is going to be a 28k. So I'm going to be giving 10k over to there. See? First, the critical trigger. Well, first, what am I saying? It's the first time. Yeah, I guess I was wrong. It's been a while front. Yeah. Yeah, at first I thought she was a demon. Yeah, it's like the whole thing. It's like she has a horn. Goes to soul. Then attack. Skill this guy. Gets a total of 9k on top. Vanguard. Gets nothing there. He wanted to protect the unit. That's interesting. With the boost of a pixel, this guy attacks. I don't know why he gave power to the unit. I didn't even care about that guy. Gets a heal. At least it procs. Alright, end of that battle. So, we draw one card. And turn end. Draw trigger was a way better idea. Alright, now I have an energy blast I haven't used, so I can use one of the mist blocks for that block. And I haven't drawn my grade 3 yet, sadly. Actually, now I wonder what nation has the least amount of human vanguards? Dragon Empire. Wait, no. Would that be the proper answer? I don't think so. The Dragoners tend to be humans. Humans? Would it be the Lyrical Monasterio then? Actually, I think it's like rank 8, but it has a bunch of human operators. Like, technically speaking, a lot of the people who just man the robots are, well, humans. Well, part of them. Don't you add? All right, I do. I forgot about that. Thank you. Yeah, for the great tune, the right line. I do get the freaking Crimson Moon. So I do have something nifty to do next turn. I'll just basically intercept with Biosig. Let's see how we do with this. Alright, she's already attacking with all her power, all her might. What is this lady? Oh, right, this is Thegra's. Place a rigger from deck your hand. It's one of the promos that came out with the, I think, the undercover stuff, I think. You put a card to your bottom of the deck, draw 2 cards, your opponent's Vanguard's great rare. This unit gets 5 power to the end of the turn, which is neat. And if you have Vanguard with Thegra in this card, this unit get boost. And with your Persona Ride, you draw 2 cards instead of 1. Increase the power by 15k instead of 10k. Oh, that's interesting. And since she has a Persona Ride, it's a 10k. So it only gets the boost. $28k. It's about to rewrite again. It's gonna get worse. Oh, okay. So basically I can't guard this guy. It's gonna be bigger, so I should probably block this then. Guard. And guard. Let's go this guy. 1, 2. Get plus 15k onto that shield. And I think it's fine now? Yeah, basically. Thing. Got the orb for the Regalis piece. For the no, not the ground pieces, they're the glitter cards. There we go. Actually, be difficult due to its gimmick of having waifus being from other nations. Hey, it's nil as the living order for Thagrid. Yeah. The desire to intertwine the blade. And your turn without the card. You have a great anger. Move this card. Choose a greater card without this for you and put it into hand. Oh, it's a neat card. Basically, this card gets more cards out, and by just throwing it away, gets 53k. Don't like that. Stands unit gets drive -1. I'll be blocking it. Wait, it stands back up? How this unit stand this unit and it gets drive -1 to your turn. This will be extra shield, extra power. So guard, skill. Plus 15k shield. And look at my soul. My soul's pretty good. So guard with this, activate the ability. So +1. So 15k. It's a 58 guard, meaning I have to guard with 2 more cards. So yeah, I want the pass. Fuck it. I don't care. If you get it, you get it then. You didn't get it. Let's go. Don't squeeze me, damn it. 46k, 51k. Harvest check. You got it, buddy. Damage check. Lost the Crimson Moon. Okay, that's the last one, actually. Please attack my Vanguard. I kept forgetting what how my Vanguard's at the point. Oh, thank you! If you read that again, you get free. Check. No trigger, that's fine. Thank you. And with that, we Persona. Okay, I'm that piece of shit. Don't do that to me, you bastard. Don't. Okay. I'm sick. Piece of shit. How dare you do this to me? Ray-Kon, the one and only. Okay, I'm gonna activate card effects. Let's see, we do this. Give you the top 5. And, ooh, hello. Get back, buddy. Shuffle. Get this out of there. Now for next turn, I have Persona right for that other turn, so we'll be fine. Then, guard. Oh, so we'll be having a restand attack thing. I'm waiting for my turn to play with you since I haven't played for a while. Oh, that's perfectly fine. Oh yeah, it's been last week you didn't play. I forget about that. Okay then, after this game then. Let's see, this guy's gonna attack, do that. My opponent's Vanguard's on grade 3, so this guy gets extra 10k power. So we'll be having fun. So first off, Vanguard skill. So let's do 1, 2. And I'll be getting rid of this guy. Because then, since I have 3 cards, that is a total of 9k power boost. And battle. With a boost from Epic Seal. We shall swing. That's okay. What's the point? I'm restanding for the draw, basically. Okay. Okay, we're basically betting on over trigger then for the triple draw then. The boost, Vanguard attacks, kill this guy, redrive, and kill this guy, and +1, and back up, draw a card, and kill this guy, stand back up, power +5k. For the Vanguard, right? Okay, fair enough. Oh, thank you. For a check. Heal trigger, we recover 1. So we will be recovering the Crimson Disease. To give power to this guy again. Second check. Nothing. Third check. No trigger. And skill goes to Soul. Then with the boost. 53 to the rear. End of turn, goes to Soul. Draw card. And basically turn in. Alright, so it seems I went with the right approach on just deciding not to do anything, man. Anyway, got Persona right for next turn. Didn't have to do activate the skill of the Crimson Moon to basically guide it out. I already got it out. I have the extra 10k shield in the drop zone with Raskan being in the drop zone. He's a good discard pawn. Discard part of the function as an extra shield. It's not that bad. He's about to build the board again. That is the thing. The OT out at least. That is fair. That is perfectly fair. Activate this guy, Sarah. Search your deck for the 2 Great Sea Corp Picker and a card day. Revealed. The one of the revealed, write it. Oh, he's planning to do the superior right thing to Persona right thing. One who walks up have a light tegrea. Activating the blaze, remove this card, choose a creative card from your drop, put it into hand. Which she did. Most likely he has a PG in hand. If he has Elementary Sanctitude, he survives. If he does not, well. $40k. Kinda don't wanna. Haven't seen my grade 3s though. That kinda sucks. I have the extra drive truck there. 40k. Banker's gonna restand, I think. How about the attack? Blah blah blah. Choose the one you regard, stand it back up. So most likely this one here. Okay. So I should be blocking some of these. So we'll be doing 28k. 28k. Do that intercept them. Fine, plus 10k shield. And intercept with BOC. There we go. There we go. Vanguard attacks. Wait, you're restanding that guy? Yeah, I guess. 53k, rear restands. Basically deploy crit. I can risk it. Front trigger, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, did the right thing. Damage check. Cross a BO6, that's fine. That most likely means I'll have to PG one of the rear attacks, most likely. I'll be at 4 damage. I can risk the... He basically had needed units to attack with. So I would have to pop the Nihilus here for it being such a big booster. Make it damage check. Also biddable zone, that's fine. Don't have to push myself to be that drastic. PG. I can drop attack skills. Stand draw. Ooh, cute. Persona ride. Draw card. Front row gets plus 10k power. Haven't seen that. Already all got my moons out. So basically, should have saved them up then.
I don't have my other attacker there. This is where that hurts. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. Actually, I think I got away. I can throw away the T-on skill, I think, actually. He's a good soldier. Oh well. Call another Gamma Priest here. Then call a Torino Scales here. Then both these guys get plus 10k power. Only one of them gets a restand though. Want to save my energy blast for my defensives. Then Vengado Skid. So let's go. 1, 2. To get rid of her. And then Vanguard gets plus 15k, 12k power. There we go. Then, battle. Gamma Rays will attack your Vanguard. Critical trigger. Perfectly fine. Because then, boost for my Vanguard. My Vanguard attacks. Skill of this guy. Drive. Fantome. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's plus 10k power. Crit plus 1. Crit plus 1. 4 drive. Yep, knew he had it. And skill this guy, Cataros 1. Stand back up, draw card. Alright, triple drive first. First check, critical trigger. Power and crit to here. Second check, no trigger. Third check, no trigger. Fourth check, critical trigger. So I'll be doing the same thing. Power and crit to here. All these go to hand. And skill this guy, so. Let's see. Gamma Rays will be attacking the Vanguard. Okay, okay. 40k. 43k. You had it. There we go. But he is nearly deck thinned. I just need to survive this turn, which, honestly speaking, look at my hand. Look at my hand. I have a pretty good amount. Persona Ride, not surprised about that. It's Tegra. You basically either have 10 to 12 Persona Rides. And you basically have a card that basically says, yeah, Persona Ride. Well, not necessarily Persona Ride to say, but you know. If you want that Tegra, you can get that Tegra. This one. That. It's a 1 criteria different card in this one. If you roll by this card, activate Persona Ride, and you're gonna ride. Basically, it's just like that basically says Persona Ride. He's got that guy back in. Okay, that's perfectly fine. He's the one that re-stands, so we are putting everything on the Vanguard as well there. Here. First, second, nothing there. So now I have to guard with a 2 to pad there, basically. I can take 1 hit, 28k. So this guy stand back up. 1 drive. And doesn't get a drive again. So again,
So I can do, oh right, I got this guy. He stood back up, so kill this guy, plus 15k shields, that's a 38. 38 card, still this guy, plus 10k shield. There we go. And 48. Okay, now check. No trigger. Card. Yeah. GG. He recognizes it. Let's see. Guard there. There we go. Yep. Persona. Draw. 10k. Beep. Go. 10k. Plus 10k. Skill. Go last 2. Oh, I rolled all my copies. Kill. Plus 15k power. $38k. Yeah, don't die, Jed. You got this, man. You can survive. There we go. Then, Vanguard attacks. Kill this guy. Kind of +1. Have not seen my. Stand back up. Draw card. Then stand back up. Power +5k. Another PG. He has it. Drive. First. Ova Trigger. Bajillion. Crit. Draw. Critical trigger. Deep. Then with a boost, 53. I was close to nearly dying there, Jesus Christ. Hey, you got it. Close though, man. That was good. That was good. Okay. That was a really good game, actually. Let's card 8 with it. This is a nice, nifty card, but it's not necessarily something I'm like crazy about. It's a good old discard fodder at most. Sig is good because it gives me that guy, but it doesn't really aid on the strategy of like my Vanguard needs stuff. So kind of miffs me on that. I kind of want more cards and just say Vanguard gets more stuff. It's just like more resources to the Vanguard. I want my Vanguard to guard more and stuff. Like this because it defends me and it's also discard fodder, which is fine. This is also a discard fodder that can go to soul and I can revive with Sig. Was tapped out stream during the fight. I'm pretty sure I'm the only Thega player in my area. Oh, really? That's interesting. And hello, we had a wonderful day. I don't see them often. Only the Thega players are very dedicated. I have a friend who is a Thega player, but he's not like a super committed Thega player. He just likes the deck, but he just plays whatever that's good. He's a really, really good player. So it's just like we give him a deck and he's like pretty good, especially Keter. He's really good with Keter. Hello, Akitsune. How are you? Hope you having a wonderful day. How are you doing? Sig is really good for giving me that. I really want to reduce him. I want to turbo a lot more. Take out Habitable Zone. Obviously, of Alpaca is gonna kill my wallet, though. Yeah, probably will. It's been a while. How are you? I've been having a pretty good time. It's been a good stream. I got freaking murdered in the first few games that I've had here, but it's been perfectly fun. Cardfight Gazelle has been just avoiding me. I just think I just need more cards to let me deck them. Habitable Zone's good. Beosig has been okay, but I feel like I don't really need the Beosig. I can reduce the habitable zones. I can probably add another Ross gun. Habitable zone does good. Okay, let's check. I'll be checking of running the grade 1. Yeah, there we go. Outburst Dragon. Play, choose a card with Alphard, blah blah blah. Count of 1, look top 7, choose a card with a grade 3 card with Alphard in its card name or a Crimson Moon. And it can basically soul charge if I whiff it. Boost, if you use a Fantome skill the ability of Vanguard in its turn, you get 5 good power through the turn. Basically just either do well. Should I do something stupid? I'm curious about this. I'm still a lyrical main, but I branched out a little to Oleum and Anus. Not sure if I want to actually swap. Build in Alphard Fantome, and I just stay with what I play for now. Yeah, that's a perfectly valid choice of play tuna. Mostly has to do with like how much your budget is and how much you're willing to like try for a deck. It's a lot more easier to like branch out to a deck that you at least have the triggers and stuff, so you don't have to do the. It doesn't cost anymore to buy triggers, but like getting the Sentinels, getting the staples for certain decks, and so forth. That's why I mostly just stay like between my nations. I either have Stoichia stuff or Dragon Empire stuff, and at the moment, the most of what I have is Dragon Empire, so that's mostly what I play around with. And if there's something I really, really like, then I'll be like, okay. It helps an area that connect, Cardfight Connect, there's Cardfight Connect, Cardfight Area, and so on and so forth, that lets us just like test out the decks to see if we like them. It really, really helps out a lot for like us just like trying to buy some. Yeah, I have a secret rare for my current Vanguard. Ooh, neat. I feel sad. I have the freaking high rarity Eugenes, the one that like they're like borderless. I really went on with my deck. Oh, of course you should. For the decks that you really, really like, you want to like bling them out. Now, I have a stupid plan. Really, really stupid plan. So basically, I want to run 3 copies of this. Now, I want you guys to hear my reason. Red Dome, only freaking, he is a unit that can superior call itself when my Vanguard is placed. But he does have the extra neat ability, and it costs a counterblast as well to revive himself. But if I Persona Roll during the turn, I activate this ability. So basically, I stock hold the counterblast for him, and basically Gamma Rays. I basically stock hold my ability for him, just so I can get an extra 5k power. And yeah, that's basically my excuse for like trying to do this dumb strategy. Dude, I love Eugene. I wish he got more front row unit that got rid of itself after attacking or something. I wish so too, man. Sadly, the one thing also problem with Eugene is that it's too balanced. In terms of like our freaking top 5 searcher for Eugene, his ability is a top 5, not a top 7. His retire is really good. It pops a column and doesn't choose a column either. So cards with resist abilities, you can go around them. Which a lot of effects now have, like, they can't leave the circle. Oh, well, I didn't whiff the top 5 column. Yeah, basically. Don't whiff it? Yeah, sure, that's the easiest thing ever. I totally won't get triggers when that happens. But yeah, basically that. The workaround I've tried with Eugene is basically just have units that go away after that. You can have, it will cost energy blast because the unit that I'm recommending is Enion Rush. Let me show you. Let me show you the unit I'm recommending. Let me save my deck first. Dino Dragon, where is my boy? Where is my boy? Like, you do have to, like, save a spot for him in order to do this, but he is really good for it in that position. And he's not a desert gunner guy or whatever. Dust storm. He's not one of those. Past you, I think I did. There we go. Onion rush. So basically, my opponent's on grade 3 because they started the game. They won the coin toss. They want to go first. So onion rush. When he attacks the grade 3 greater vanguard, you can energy blast 3 to get 10k. You can soul blast 1 to get 10k power. Then he retires himself, and then by energy blasting 3, you also get a draw. You can whiff the energy blast if you want to save the energy blast for something else. But the extra draw is really nice. You can do this like really effectively. It's really good. And yeah, it's nice. Actually, wait. I should put this on the top of the deck after attacking would be really cool. Even if it was literally just the multi rules, kind of dope. I mean, if it does do that type of ability, it would be online with how some of the older Eugene support worked, where it basically grab cards from drop and put them into there. We can have a unit that when it attacks, it can choose a card from your drop or rear guard. To put it on the top of the deck, so then when Eugene attacks, he's able to source that card as one of those cards. Since with Eugene, you have to basically do a balance of between cards you want to call and so on and so forth. But yeah, we do need the units that basically say get the hell out. Which we do have units that can put themselves into soul, but they're not super synergistic with the deck. I do have a build that does that properly, or at least decently enough. Onion Rush is basically the unit that is my attacker most of the time when I do that. That's mostly for my build. I'm trying to make a freaking deck. Oh, wait, I'm free this Saturday. Wait, hold on. I can do shores and stuff. Okay, Minexia, you can join in. Sorry if anybody else wants to join into Minexia has been waiting for a hot minute. So we will be waiting for good old Minexia for his game. Minexia, hello. Yeah, anything to not just with multi-attack. I remember that one game where I called PG and triggered one time. Oh, Jesus Christ. Minexia, are you there? Yeah, everybody jump to F. I'm going for Minexia when he appears. Good thing with Minexia is at least I know when it's a Minexia, it just says Minexia. Where are you? Minexia, where are you? Koji guy. Oh, that's funny. My DM is Koji. His name is Koji. We're gonna wait 5 more minutes for Minexia to appear. In the meantime, maybe we'll just talk some random stuff. So for the Eugene build that I've made specifically for him, I've basically just been testing out a lot of things. Onion Rush is basically my solution in order to be able to do that. Sadly, that means I do have to freaking allocate the Energy Blast to him, so cards that I wanted to use for Energy Blast cannot be him, sadly. Also means that the Energy Blast Cycler is a no-go in my deck if I run Onion Rush, sadly. Because the Onion Rush, I tend to draw it often enough, sadly. Alright, since Minexia is not appearing for now, we're gonna have a game with our dear Zakun here. And then we'll basically, as soon as Minexia appears, then we will drop into our game. But the other card that we are adding to the deck for the Eugene one is also the... what was her name? The great one that shoves itself into soul if you activate an order and such. Basically, we run her as well. So basically, if I have a perfect column to go away, it's basically those two attacking, and I get 2 draws out of them, and I basically get a soul back. Ooh, we're doing red icon. That's interesting. I haven't played against the deck in a bit.
Don't really personally use any rush. You can't get a drop on calling over it with Eugene. But you're forgetting how it works. You basically attack and activate his ability. If your soul is tight, it is a problem. But remember, any rush when he attacks at grade 3, he can pop himself. So it's like Soul Blast, Energy Blast to get a 10k power and a draw. Basically how that works. Okay, we're discarding the Toadion Scale to do this. Toadion Scale skills, need to discard it, chop the soul. And then this card's ability, draw a card. Fine. Didn't get much there. The battle. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, geez. And declaring. Nothing there. It's perfectly fine. But it is a bit of a balance. When you're trying to get like Eugene to work, yeah, it's a bit of a balance of like, is the Energy Blast here worth it? Is the Soul Blast here worth it? Is your Counter Blast here well distributed and so? Basically that, because the entire deck uses all its resources. Like, Soul is something that really gets used. Eugene is a card that uses Counter Blast, so you have to be very careful with other cards that want to use Counter Blast, because you might put yourself in a very disastrous situation. So basically, if you want to run something, it's just like, it has to be really good card with a Counter Blast ability if you really wanted to run it. But not something like that's completely life and death. It's just like nice ability to have, basically. Yeah, I have to guard early turn for this. 23k. Basically I have to guard all of this. Have to take a risk here. Thank God. Okay. Skull Witch Lemon is annoying. Check. Oh, I would have loved that. Freaking want them to limit the dog, I swear to God. Oh, this fodder again. Hello. Alright, we do this. Then skill this guy. Soul. And then skill this guy. Since I rolled a top of grade 2, I can get a top 7. Sorry, I had to go too close since they're dry now. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. After this game, you can join in. Let's see. What are we adding? Choose a card. It's Fantome. Add it to hand. Have to fold them down? No worries. It's perfectly fine. Let's see. I don't really need Redoman now. Habitable Zone to get the... I'm gonna need the... Yeah, I have not been getting the moons, so it's been sucking. Like, the moons have been freaking avoiding me like crazy. So, battle. Back to Vanguard again. He's gonna take it. Check. Got a moon there. Okay, that's okay. He lost a crit as well. I will take that. We've taken 2 crits from him. Then lunch after that. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. We'll have a game after this one. It should be good. Alright. I always love that they do Lorik at Skull Witch Nemen. She's just a 5k. But she does get the extra 10k power, so she does just become a regular 10k. But it's an upgrade for what she does. She does a lot. Vanguard to Ren Icon gets 5k power, then it also gets a boost when it's a grade 3. And you retire for the cause, it's regarded as 2 as well. It's just like Nemain does a lot more now. Especially we like to use the double rare grade 3 to stand itself and another rear guard. Lets me save. Oh yeah, I also run that guy. You see, the thing about my deck is that I'm not running a lot of guys that freaking restand themselves. The only unit that restands... Wait, what the fuck's happening? Minus 5k? Okay, sir. Minus 5. Shoot 100 points, Vanguard gets 5k. Okay, fair enough. It's very sharp out. My deck has a bunch of cards that just don't have the ability of... Fuck, I'm gonna get rushed here. I have to PG the Vanguard, basically. Trigger? Nope, it's a card I wanted. Let's see, what am I throwing out? PG. Super risky here. I have to do it that way. Heal trigger recovers 1 damage. I can check. At least. This is manageable now. Damage check. No trigger. He has DOT, of course he does. And he's able to just heal something and then superior call something. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so he doesn't do the superior call. At least. Yeah, I have to take it by obligation. Oh, oof, that's... I need to heal those. Alright, so we're discarding this to ride. Then activate this, goes to soul. Then skill the grade 2, choose a card from a damage zone, put it face down. That heal is going to be very important. Really want the recurrence, but I would prefer to get a heal. Alright, so we're going to have to do this the hard way then. First off, Crimson Moon, we have to do the top 5. Getting another Crimson Moon out. It's a less of a dud that gets in my hand that doesn't function as a shield, so I will be taking that. Deck shuffle, throw this out because we have been whiffing and getting the moon, so this game is... Ah, shit, I forgot to throw away the habitable zone I have. This is gonna be a day. Should have done that to get the moon out. Forgot. Oh well, we'll have to just deal with it then. Oh, this is bad. Call. Don't have the freaking grade 3. Have I taken out the grade 2? I should have added more of the grade 3. I forgot about that. This is not gonna go well. So last 1, so last 2. Get rid of him. Put 15k. And goes grade 3 plus 10k. All. Basically just attack all his rears. Rear. Kill this guy, get a plus 1. Stand back up. Get a draw. Kill this one. Redrive. First. Critical trigger. It's the Vanguard, power to here. Second check. Heal trigger. Power to here. Recover 1. Third check. That's pretty good. 2 damage. Skill goes to soul. Then 40k to the Vanguard. That's really dumb of me. I should have discarded the habitable zone instead of the freaking triple drive. Donor ride. Alright, I forgot. This goes to hand. So now I'm down to 3 damage at least. Now I can take 2 hits. Got this extra heal, so when he does the restand. Ooh, Rugos, hello. He gets 5k, 15k, and gets an extra 10k. He just have to bind this card from draw, but he's really good. Okay, yeah, he just throws this out. Got Maka here to get more. Ah, that's how she got the Blaster Dark. That's fun. Does not have one in hand or doesn't want to spend the one in hand. Energy Blast 3, that's really good. So basically I have to guard with the habitable zone with the Energy Blast since I don't have any more things that can use the cost there. Look away for a minute, they were at 0. Pretty much.
Minus 5k. Yeah, that's fucking sucks, man. It is Shadow Paladin to give me a debuff, I guess. Shadow Paladin Dimension Police, for some reason, they just like, yeah, we just gave you a debuff for some reason. I'm like, why the fuck you doing this? Retire? Complete some Vanguard and Rearguard Circle. Oh, fair enough. I have a Gamma Rays in hand, so it's not a particular problem. I have to add more copies of Recurrence Dragon. 30k. Vanguard, he's gonna swing back. Basically guard this. This is gonna be 18k, 23k, 23k, 30k. Basically PG the Vanguard. Have to do it this way. We don't have enough shields. PG. Drop. I basically got a bet that no critical guns out. There we go. Okay. Guard, skill, and plus 3. Card. And then guard fast. Damage check. Off the card. Card okay, damage check. Lost the card, that's fine. And draw. Persona right, draw, power plus 10k. Got another Persona right for next turn. Fine, then activate this, activate the ability. That's not it. Be top 5. Alright. Got him. Shuffle. And then call Gamma Rays. Gamma Rays ability, gets plus 10k. Vanguard's ability, still blast 2. To tire. There we go. Then, since I retire with ability, also gets an extra 15k power. Energy blast 3. And battle. He's already got units in hand to replace the units he has, so basically, just aggro the Vanguard as much as possible. Heal trigger doesn't recover, but he does get the extra power boost. And since he does have that, he also gets an extra bit of 5k power. Then Vanguard attack. Kill this guy, kind of lost 1. Stand back up, draw a card. And skill this guy, stand back up, power plus 5k. I misplayed here really badly. Should have dropped the habitable zone to get a freaking card out of my deck. Critical trigger. Power and crits. Second check. No trigger, that's exactly the card I was talking about. 53 to the Vanguard. An extra 5k shield. Yeah, it's not gonna be enough. There we go. 63, there we go. So, card. Then 38k to the Vanguard. You can probably guard it. Does he want to guard? Yes, he does. Okay. We have a certain amount of cards. He probably has Persona though. Yep, I'm dead. Wait, he doesn't? Oh, wait, there might be a way to go. No, they healed. Last game, they definitely healed. They didn't cheat, as far as I understand. Minus 5k. Activate that ability. Clear the board. What are you retiring, then? Choose one of your opponent's records. Retire to another. Which one? Ah, Blaster Dark. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Blaster Dark, right. Let's see, I basically need these 2 cards in order to survive. I have the extra 10k shielder in the drop zone. I have to drop a trigger in order to block the Blaster Dark. Or with trigger. Yeah, it's not gonna be enough. Guy's ability. I need so. 10k shield. At the PG, the Vanguard, hope that doesn't get an extra trigger. This is going to be a 23k. 23k, have to drop something else. Yeah, it's just the 2 damage is just going to be too lethal for me. Have to bet on a trigger here. I fucked up here, in my end. I decided to be Mimi, and I shouldn't have been Mimi. I should have actually added good cards. Yep, GG. Alright, exit. Say replay. Yep, I just fucked up there. Oh well. Give me a second next year and I'll make the room. I have to do a change. Yeah, that wasn't a smart move. If I'm doing that, then basically I should add Recurrent Dragon at 4. And then basically have Rascon that, because then I don't have deck. I'm doing that. Triple drive is really nice, but I still need something that can filter out the deck. Current Dragons is just a card that's really good. I most likely will have to take out the Rascons then. Take out the Rascons. Drop the Habitable Zones. Actually, keep the Habitable Zones at 3. So then I can add the Outburst Dragon so I can have more filtering in the deck. I think this is the way to go. Because she can search out my deck a lot more easier. Wait, I don't have to have Vanguard Alphard in the Vanguard. I just need to have it. So then I can choose either Alphard or Crimson Moon to get it out. Grade 3 card Alphard, so possibly getting Returns Dragon as well is really good. Okay then, yeah. This is perfectly fine. Okay. I think I like these chances. Nexia. Okay, hello. And now we're going for the last game of the night. The auto-fixing our dear buddy Benexia here. I'm planning to actually try to run Alphard using the lower rarity cards mostly, because the lower rarity card is just the extra driving stuff. Okay. Bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a bit much, but it's. And good luck next year. We have a wonderful game. Okay, let's start off. I'll try not to talk as much as say what I'm doing. This out. In. And then. There we go. Let's see how we do. here. Habitable zone. Okay. Oh, he's running his own Alphard list. Okay. He's running the Crimson Moon he wants. Good one. Got the draw to that. Let's see. Main phase. Is he willing to commit the Crimson Moon now, or is he going to save it? Nope, he's committing it now. Regardless, he gets a draw even if he whips the first turn. He got that guy. Yeah, that's actually a really good card. It gets a good 3s, and it can punch an extra shield. He is definitely pretty good. I think I'll probably just reduce my grade 2s for that guy. Guard, okay. Check. Nothing. And I draw. Ride. Yes. I can be top 7 there. Oh, that's good. Really good. Then do exactly this. Get a top 5. Ooh, that's really good. Then go. This guy's skill. Plays. Vanguard's Alphard, so we've got a +1. I can look at top 7. Ooh. This was the definite of a week. So basically, Soul Charge 2. Soul. Okay, one of the Soul Charges was not bad. Okay. So battle. 10k there. Definitely not that bad. Yep. Drive check. No triggered, that's fine. Ooh, neat, great. There we go. Ooh, there we go. Turn. And he already got the persona right there, so that's already a danger to us. But adding the Henjei track is really good. I might most likely drop the grade 2. Mostly for the Henjei. But the advantage of the grade 2 is that he's a discard card that can aid the soul. Most likely they'll try to run the budget. Battle phase. Forgot about that. Once I pass. You leave my good boy Gamma Rays out of this. Ride. Do this. Do first. Activate skill. Put the card of my attack when everything face down. Neat. Then a bit of a sun skill. Soul Blast 1. Search my deck for a Crimson Moonlight. From deck to hand. Then activate Crimson Moon to view the top 5. Get from among them, Superior Call. Deck shuffle, throw it out. That is indeed an option. Didn't think about that clearly. Then, as I am in that power level, I'll be doing this. Then, repelling our recurrence dragon of my own. Battle. Then, Courage Dragon will attack your Vanguard. There we go.
your Vanguard, 15k. There we go. So Assault Weapon and everything has the extra 5 shield, so it doesn't hit. And then, with a boost, kill this guy, then. First, second, third, no trigger. So, then turn and I forgot about that. I don't have Counter Blast. Notice that. We'll be grabbing the Totem Skin for this. Grabbing this. He's at 4 damage, so he does have the retire ability on his hand. Sadly, have not required another move. Alphard Dragon sadly has whiffed on. Oh well, what can you do? Engage tracks in order to get Rakuta's Dragon, he can add it to hand. That is true. He can get a grade 3, so he has easier access to Persona Variety, easier access to Recurrence Dragon. So I don't have to add the Outburst Dragon, I forgot about that. Probably add that, then add the grade 2 in order to have that, so I can have the filtering with the grade 3s. Get rid of Gamma Rays. But then he activates that ability. Oh, he's calling B in order to. Oh, he has skills in Drop Zone? Yeah, that makes sense. He's able to do here called skills there. Yeah, that is a lot better than what I have here. Yeah. Better zone. Activate skill, get an extra drive. Stand back up. Kill that guy, stand back up, plus 5k. Guard. Draw trigger. Get a draw. Power the band, 2 units. I can check. Heal trigger, recovers 1 damage. So now this guy drops in Biozoke, drops in power. And third check. Critical trigger. Does deal me an extra damage. Another. First check. Second check. No trigger. 40k. Do this. Get the ability. Energy plus 3. Shield plus 15k, 33k, then intercept plus shield plus 10. Keep. Take it, damage check. No trigger. Let's see, and then draw. Oh, neat. First, go on the right, draw a card. Plus 10k. First off, let's do this. View the top 5 cards of my deck. Sadly, did not get what I needed. Have to depend on this situation then. Let me check my drop zone for a second. Yeah, that's fine. Do this, do that. Basically over here, like call this over there. But this guy has to boost in order to do that. We'll draw a card. So that's the third one there. Then call this here. Vanguard's ability. The last 2. 1. He most likely has a Recurrence Dragon. DOC is going to be... Might as well get rid of the Gamma Rays. He already has the Gamma Rays most likely. So 15k. Then Energy Blast 3. Exterior called Recurrence. 15k. I should have been a lot more lighter with an energy blast, should have been more heavy with my counter blast. Oh well, what can you do? What can I do in this situation? Battle. Yeah, you have to recover that. That's with a boost of the Pixel, Upper Dragon Factor Vanguard. So last one, you have that 5k power. Most likely means you're gonna end up with the BO Sig. Here we go. Go this guy. Go and draw a card. Nice. And with the boost, get that. Go this guy. Great. First. Second. Trigger. Third. Good. You're there. There you are. 48. Yeah, it goes this up. Turn and would have been more useful with actually being a defensive unit there. That. Yeah. The moon, or do we call this guy? Do we go with the Crimson Moon? Do we call a card from the drop zone? Probably Gamma Rays. Nope, he's calling the Tighter in a skill. He's calling the Gamma Rays. He has a copy of a Pixel. Gamma Rays ability. He's a 10k base. Move that to the back because we're gonna have to have Vanguard skilled. I'm going to pop my Recurrence Dragon most likely. So you're making space for the Recurrence Dragon that's in the drop zone. This deck list makes a lot more sense than what I had. Typical mid-X, yeah. He's just like, this is the correct deck list, now die. And I was just like, yeah, this is how I learned mid-X. The better player just beats me up. It's just a circle of life, man. 38k. Let's see. Wait. Okay. I have to do it like this. Guard, give it ability, maybe +2. Get an extra 15k. And then 10k. 43k. There we go. Okay, stand back up. Doesn't have them all. Okay. GG. Critical trigger. Do that. Basically, we have to draw it. There we go. GG. Okay. GG. And draw. Let's see. Do this here. Variability, kind of +1. Do top 7. There's a move from amongst them. Shuffle at this hand. Then Vanguard those abilities. So that's 2. 1, 2. Get rid of him. I want you to have that. It's 15k. And energy loss 3. Period call recurrence. The recurrence gets also the 15k. Then move in the back. Move gamma rays an extra 10k. And basically we're battling. $30k to here. You probably have a gamma rays in hand regardless if I attack it. It's 3 to draw a card. So I just gotta hit you with everything I got, really. Then Vanguard attacks, kill this guy, +1, stand back up, draw a card. Ah, man. That was my ticket out. Ah, man. Yeah, that was my ticket out. Basically, have to put everything on Vanguard. I'm going on Gabunga. I don't care. Heal trigger. Power 10k. Recover 1 damage. Third check. Yeah! Unga Bunga. Let's go! You're over trigger shield. Ah, fuck me. I'm stupid. Fuck me. We got... Oh man, whatever. GG, I'm done. I'm done. That was embarrassing of me. Okay, yeah, Menexia has the proper build. Yep, it is what it is. I should not be using Outburst. Would have to still reduce the habitable zone to get the 4 copies of the other guy. Thanks for the good game, Menexia. I just fucked it up. Really tempted with like really tempted with Chrono Jewel. Of being like, oh, you killed my other guy? Wait. Good. Yeah, I don't have to do that if I'm more of him. Half a double zone, half that. This. Reduce it 3. Tome. Find the grade 3 Dragon Pirate's equivalent. Beep. And if it's 3, have 3 copies of Torino skill. Take out the other guy. Have recurrence. I really want recurrence to be higher numbers. Would have to be with habitable zone. Going to habitable zone because I don't want to run into habitable Henry searches to grade 3 and habitable, so why not? Yeah, habitable zone is just like for this deck won't be doing much. Plus, you sort of have to like balance like your We're running 3 of the BO Sig. Because most of the time we actually want to see more recurrence dragon. And if I run Henjay, most likelihood I can get more grade 3s. But I kind of want to run more grade 3s in order to do a bigger payoff. Could reduce the Henjay track and just increase the appearance of the recurrence dragon. But regardless, he's basically just Persona Right Searcher, or just a grade 3 searcher. Kind of want to see always the copies of Torino Scale. Already have run talk of BO Sig. Only thing I don't know Regalis, more like I forgot to put Fire Regalis. Ah, fair enough. And my thought process is mostly just that I kind of want the 5th Persona right mostly. And concerning the likelihood, I'm basically just trying to draw my Crimson Diseases or trying to get them out with habitable zones. My argument's basically like, yeah, I just want to run most of these as possible, use them as fast as possible, so then if Gratis Gradel just appears, Gratis Gradel is what I use. A Fire Regale is really good. It gives us an extra dex, and I just prefer just extra Persona, right, just in case. I just see it, I'm like, oh cool, it's just an extra Alphard, technically speaking. With less soul, but like it. Run Gamma Rays, run that. At least with the Henjay track, we have that extra dance, extra shield. We got Biosig, who's gonna save me with the... Kinda want to reduce now the Torino scale. As this at 3, have the Henjay track. Or if I'm reducing this, increase that. Henjay track's fine. Have occurrence, just make sure. Yeah, that's alright. Gratias is an option for Persona Rain because you can't fish for Alphard copies. Yeah, pretty much. Especially since we're just gonna not be running, we're just running the Henjay tracks, and Henjay tracks can't pick up the Regala speed. It's just like, well, at least with that, I'll be able to get like some more Alphards and recurrence. And if I have this first turn, then it's just like, yeah, I just have Persona Red for the grade 2 turn. Plus, you can also give the sort of like the illusion. If you activate Gratis Gradil during your second Persona ride, during your first Persona ride, you gave the illusion that you don't have an Alphard, and you can probably hide the information that you actually have an Alphard. Although hiding this also means that you just don't have the Gratis Gradil, but you know, I prefer to like save the turn to have this. But we basically have to if we don't get a biddable zone during draw turns, during the discards, we basically have to freaking like work hard to get this. Yeah, we really have to run the crit, the draw triggers here. This is gonna be rough. But yeah. Thank you very much, Nancy. I appreciate it a lot as you kicking my ass in order to make me worry. I always appreciate it. With that said, that's all we have today. I have to rest once more in order to recharge my battery. It has been a day. It hasn't been super long, but I just gotta do busy work and such. So with that said, let us look for somebody to raid. Now, for this schedule, it's gonna be mostly the same, and I feel like if my work schedule stays the same, this is basically how it's going to be my weeks. My weeks are basically going to be, streams are going to be between Fridays, Saturdays, where Saturdays I don't stream, where basically I'm just doing D&D and Pyra's channel, Pyraz's, which is my buddy. Is she up? Yeah, she's up. Basically this lady here. We play D&D in her channel and in Koji Ketsumari's channel, which is my DM. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. We're going to be doing D&D on their channels. And on Sundays, we're going to be doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Maskets. We're going to keep the Masket stuff. He struggles with getting more of the moon before Torino and defensive 2. Yep, pretty much. This is why I prefer to have the recurrence at 3s. Recurrence is just kind of the best card in like between all the Fantome decks. He's a card that is a 10k shield. He can Superior Calls himself in the drop zone. Can become big on his own to the point that if we leave him alone in the perfect situation of having a Persona ride and having the final kill turn, we basically have a total of not 23, we have a total of 38 power on his own, which is really good. And also his ability, his defensive is not regarded to Alphard. He just needs a Fantome Vanguard. That is really good. I really like him. That said, who are we rating? We don't have anybody for Vanguard. So we are going to be pirate. Giving heads up for the people who are in Twitch who are staying here to watch this. She is a bit sus woman. Yeah, that basically. Oh, with that said, I'm dropping you with her. She is an adult, so you're perfectly fine. She's also Australian, so she might kick your ass if you're unruly. That's it. Thank you for coming. I've had a lot of fun. I'm still being squished, but I can still feel my organs on my lungs. They're all squished up. But with that said, it's been fun, guys. I'll be seeing you guys later. I'll be posting this like this on Twitter and YouTube, and bye-bye.
I don't have cooties because of the way I'm told. Hey, Ray-Kon! gave us a raid. Let's go. Thank you for the raid. Let's go. How you doing, Ray-Kon? I hope you're doing well, but I still want to know.